RV life is not going to be without its adventure. I can tell that already. Day one, and I'm up on the roof putting lap sealant on to prevent the roof from leaking, as we found fun leaks inside the pantry as it was raining. So it actually brought me back though to the first band that I ever worked with. We were traveling in a RV that I think was from 1982. I vividly remember on nights where we knew it was going to be rainy, we would sleep with umbrellas over us to keep the rain from hitting our faces. So, but you know what? We loved it, and I wouldn't be where I am today without the experience. So it's a fun memory. So we're gonna try and not have to sleep under umbrellas in our RV. All right, welcome back. This is our first week living full-time RV life, and it's been an adventurous one, I would say. A lot of people asked us what our first stop would be after leaving our previous house, and our first stop was the weigh station. We're kind of potentially pushing the limit a little bit. So there's a bunch of different weights to have to be concerned about. The one that we were pushing was the trailer overall weight, gross weight of the trailer. I'm happy to say that we were about 300 pounds under the limit. That's still a little close for comfort, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. So after the weigh station, we departed Indianapolis and did an overnight in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Just one night there, so it takes Kentucky off of our state list. And then we proceeded on to around Huntsville, Alabama. It's actually a campground on Wheeler Lake. It's pretty cool. It's pretty quiet. It's kind of outside of the city a little bit. So certainly getting our nature fill in. Did you fall off?
Yes.
How'd you feel about that? Well, you got back up.
Yeah.
Like they say, if you fall off the horse, get right back on.
That's right. Yep. We are on a mission down to Florida. Going south for the summer was not what I wish we would have done. It has been so hot here. Mid-90s every day, humid. We hit the lake on the first night. Canyon was all about it. So then come Monday, it was another nice day. Jamie and him end up spending a good portion of the day at the lake. And in the past, over the summers, they're used to going to the pool a lot and being out in the sun and whatnot. Well, they have not done that yet, and so they have not worked up a base tan. And sadly, both of them got pretty roasted in the sun. So they've been feeling the pain of sunburn this week. We're changing our state residency to be Florida. Logistically, our mail is going to a mail service around Pensacola, Florida. It's actually Crestview, and it's a service called My RV Mail. It's made for full-timers. There's a link in the description down below if you want to check them out. But essentially, all of our mail goes there. They scan the outside of the envelopes. I have an app that I can open up and see, what mail we've received. I can then pick and choose if I want them to open the mail and scan the insides, or I can choose for them to trash the envelope. And then if it's something that we need physically in hand, like for instance, I know that there's a new credit card that is shown up there, so we can pick and choose the things that we actually want. They'll bundle it together and ship it out to an address of a campground that we're at. Because our residency is Florida, we have to go down there and get our driver's licenses, voter registration, license plates for the vehicles, and all that. Benefit of choosing Florida is there's no state income tax, and we get discounts to the theme parks as Florida residents, and a bunch of other random things. We had our first health appointment of RV life, only like a day or two in. Our poor little baby Ramona had to go to the vet. She had an ingrown toenail. Yep. We found a vet close by that was able to see her. It had gotten kind of infected. Just chaos of the life. It got away from us for a minute, trying to make all the transitions. So anyways, we got her all fixed up and a cute little cast. And so she's all happy now. This week we checked out the U.S. Space and Rocket Museum in Huntsville, and it was awesome. I would encourage anyone, if you are coming through the area, to check it out. Huntsville has a large just space industry in the city. Every time that we have been driving to and from the campground, there's a huge building that just specializes in launching satellites. But they also, manufacture a bunch of the rocketry and just, technology behind space exploration here in Huntsville. So this museum has life-size replicas of various rockets to check out, and it's huge. It's awesome. But they have more than rockets too. They've got a full stack shuttle with all of the boosters and everything. It was under construction when we were there, but they've got a bunch of airplanes, and they also have the actual lunar capsule from, I think, Apollo 16, which is pretty neat to check out. Kangen just got to meet a real-life astronaut, got an autograph. He's very excited about the G-force accelerator. Spins you around 45 miles an hour. I did it once with him, and that's about all I could take. We're actually part of a museum membership program thing called ASTC, and it's basically a program that encourages you to travel to other museums and sciencey related places. So we walked into the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, showed them our membership card, and admission was free. So kind of neat program. I'll leave a link in the description below to check it out. These awning lights work great. These awning lights do not. Little wire right here is for the awning lights, and I've ripped out the insulation, and sure enough, would you look at that? A little bit of an air gap there. If I wiggle that around a little bit, yeah, there's your problem right there. We're gonna fix that up. The internet rig I've put together, I'm pretty excited about. We'll go into like a tech nerdy detail of it in a future video, but essentially I put together a router using an app called Speedify that takes, we have Starlink satellite internet, T-Mobile home internet, and then an access point on the top of the camper that can connect to the local campground Wi-Fi. This router will take those 3 internet sources in and combine them into one internet connection that is redundant and chooses the best path, but also like can use all 3 of them if they're all good. So anyways, that gives me a reliable internet connection for doing work. One of Kane's ideas for RV life is to find the best donuts in the United States. So we are here at Donut Express in Decatur, Alabama. I looked it up on the internet. They say that this is the best donuts in town. So we're gonna give it a try and see what we think. All right, how are we rating them?
Very good.
No, scale of 1 to 10, right? So what is it?
8.
8. Strong start.
Get your 8 to a 9.
Why?
It just tastes so good with the fruit. Not the best I've ever had, but it goes up first.
That's gonna do it for Alabama and Kentucky. As my friend Kyle told me to tell you, comment, like, and subscribe. Appreciate all the support, and we'll see you in the next video.